I start off with volatility in the pound. It's very, very narrow band volatility. It's in the GTV library. Is sterling pricing a leadership challenge correctly?
Well, I think what happened in the past 2 days seems to be a more definitive turn towards a soft Brexit. And obviously, it remains to be seen what exactly that means. So the instrument that is the most reactive to that, as you correctly say, is the sterling. And I think the next 2 days will be critical to see if there will be a credible leadership challenge. If not, I think this is bullish to the sterling. And I think you should see a reaction as we have more clarity in terms of the political events there.
Omar, in terms of some of the reactions that we're seeing across asset classes, the amount of capital that's moving into ETFs in the UK and the United States, they've been diverging in the UK because of this political risk. We've seen a lot more appetite for gold ETFs, and we've put this up on the GTV as well. Now our clients can pull it up. The question becomes now, I mean, outside of the leadership challenge, with the resignation of Mr. Johnson as Foreign Secretary, does that open the door maybe for a softer Brexit?
It definitely does, but I think it remains to be seen what it exactly means, because the market doesn't really understand what exactly the framework is, and I think this is still an evolving story. With regards to the market reaction, one thing to point is that clearly there has been a market reaction in terms of Brexit headlines and so on, but this reaction tends to be more contained within the UK or within UK-sensitive assets. To be honest, in terms of the reaction outside of that scope, in the global markets, certainly in Asia, for instance, where I'm based, you see very muted reaction to Brexit headlines. And I think this is how things will continue to unfold.
Omar, can I ask you, we've talked to a whole host of voices on this subject. Eurasia say 75% probability of a leadership challenge, a 60% probability that she would win. Do you think that there would be a catharsis for markets, sterling and gilts, because nobody then could challenge her for another 12 months? Have it done, have the leadership challenge, and probably win. There would be a catharsis if that was to take place.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of a market fatigue in terms of the constantly changing political noise with regards to Brexit. Clearly, I think from a market's perspective, political continuity, especially if this includes better connectivity towards the EU, is something that the markets will welcome. And I think you should see it translate into a stronger sterling. I think one of the reasons why you're not seeing a stronger reaction within the sterling now is that the next 2 days are critical to see if there will be a political leadership challenge and if that will be successful. If not, I think you will have this translate into a stronger sterling, and I think the markets will start to think that this will be a soft Brexit and will await details of what this exactly means.